I've shown this old video clip on YouTube of Sonic, everyone's favourite anthropomorphic blue hedgehog, to people like 1,000,000 times. Well, not the real Sonic, it's a plushie. I mean, I know Sonic's not real, but whatever. The point is, Sonic is falling out of a plane in the air and flying through the sky, only to crash land. When I wake up, it's not like some lovely cinematic natural awakening. It's more like being smashed on the head with a hammer by my own thoughts. I really feel like Sonic in these moments. Scene change, kitchen, coffee time. You know, like when in a video game, if you're trying to do a task and you fuck up the room, it will almost like reset and you have to start all over again? I'm trapped in this cycle. It's happening to me right now. But it's me attempting to make the coffee with the mocha pot again and again and again. Sometimes initially waking up thoughts are, you know, the lovely mentally ill, self-deprecating voice telling you you're not good enough and your best friends do in fact hate you. Sometimes it's the Dragon Quest theme music blaring at full volume while you tell your brain it's 6:30 AM, you can't even think straight, and even if you wanted to play, you turn the game into so much of a job that the thought of playing makes your stomach turn a little. I made the coffee, no spills, just totally fine. Most days drag. Me and Nugget, which is my strawberry cow plushie, we sit and stare in various locations in various positions around the flat, in very clearly dirty pyjamas. Sitting on the bright orange sofa, sitting on the unmade bed, sitting on the floor in the generic landlord special chipped paint corridor. I tend to make most days drag though. I tend to trap myself in a decision-anxious corner, in which I spend 8 hours of the day staring at the wall as the sun rises and then sets. Too stressed to do anything about it. Too stressed to not do anything about it. An unmade bed means it's perfectly ready to get back into at any point of the day. So I get back in. Curled up, duvet wrapped around me. Doomscroll time. Reddit comes in handy when my brain's playing games. A little cheeky deep dive is a treat. Maybe even a new obsession to totally take over my life. Because that's what I really want. To feel so unnaturally compelled and obsessed with a thing, a skunk with a pink bow, a person, a picture of Brian David Gilbert, an item, a giant life-size Spheel plushie, a place, a Google Maps screenshot of the Nanami Kento Memorial, or an object, a Hello Kitty Dreamcast, anything, that it consumes my whole life in a way that is both detrimental and absolutely necessary. Phone's dead, everything's fading to black. Phone's back on, charged, yes. It's night out. I didn't even notice because of the phone glowing, lighting up my face. My eyes hurt from the light, but I refuse to squint. I keep my eyes wide open. Hunched up in a ball. I don't know why I'm not just laying down. I'm still in bed, of course. Same position. Doomscroll level 2. Let's go. The axolotl subreddit. Nice. Good potential for axolotls to consume my existence. I still haven't moved. Learn chess with Dr. Wolf. I tried, but it required talking to a computer, and I don't want to talk to anyone, sexy grey-haired animated daddy or not. I still haven't moved. There's a new manga from Fujimoto, except I'd already read it online, but I didn't realise that until I got to the last page, so it wasn't all bad. I still haven't moved. Hi, me here, coming at you directly with my new tiny mic and back on the orange sofa. This is all research, by the way. The problem is, nothing's sticking. Nothing is quite scratching that itch of compulsion. Nothing is making me grind my teeth from the dangerous blend of excitement and anxiety. Nothing is stopping me from sitting and staring at the wall and festering for 8 full fucking hours. Nothing is the one. I need ideas. Cut to black. Hi, me here, pacing furiously down this ridiculously long corridor. I hate the fucking overhead lighting. Anyway, I got my purple Hinata wig on because I'm feeling my best self, and I've got my gorgeous Victorian schoolboy outfit on, paired with my lesbian boots. Wait. I want to go into more detail about what my Victorian schoolboy outfit actually looks like. So I've got on a shirt which is somehow still white, with a knitted black vest over the top, a pair of loose black denim shorts, and then, as I said, lesbian boots, which consist of a pair of Dr. Martens with loads of buckles on them. Back to the video. Let's go. Okay, so I've got it, and having it is the best feeling ever. I mean, it's the only feeling I've had other than feeling like I'm going to shit myself, but it's fine. You may may be wondering why I'm doing bicep curls with my gorgeous pink 1kg dumbbells in the kitchen, lol. Well, my laptop is no longer a terrifying force demanding ideas. The Word documents are at capacity. I am the idea generator. I am full to the brim. I can move on with my life. My arms are on fire. Ignore the overly decorated walls. This is about me. I may be shaking, but I will drink this tiny coffee in my hand. It's a Sailor Moon mug. Cute, right? If I had anyone to talk to about my ideas, they tell me to sleep on it for at least a week, you know. Mull it over. But who am I kidding? I don't sleep. Who is Sleep? I don't know her. I wish I had more hands so I could go on all 3 laptops in front of me at once. And much like the walls, the laptops are overly decorated with very gay-looking stickers. I have a surplus of tabs open on my laptop and phone. Time to add more. I could reinstall WhatsApp and send those long messages to people I've been ignoring. I should tell Alice and Jason I don't want to come over for Christmas. But I don't. Is it a waste to use a whole cucumber just for 2 slices for your eyes? I don't know. I'm going to put these on, and then I'll convince myself that I'll use the rest to make a healthy salad later. The green of the cucumber matches perfectly with my avocado clay face mask I've got on. Very chic. Time to lay back and relax. I can finally open that Sporkle tab and push myself to name the other 25 US states I've been drawing blanks on. The time has been stopped at 5 minutes 21 seconds for days, but I think it's finally time for me to conquer the Midwest. Yellow marigolds, on. Back, aching. Table, it's getting scrubbed. Now that I've finally pinned down the idea, I can finally pick up my Switch and play all those games that I panic bought myself as motivation to finish work. As research. I can walk the restless dog that's been whining for days. I could tidy my room. All things that I've been putting off because I've been on airplane mode because of this big menacing to-do. I've been scrubbing this coffee table for 30 minutes and the mark's still not moved. Phone in one hand, tiny mic in the other, typing through the backache, let's go. In bed, instead of scrolling through the celebrity gossip subreddit, I go back to the Word documents that I made, hunched over and obsessing. This Hoover is the most expensive thing I own in my flat. It's like my child. I will protect it with my life. I think this spot's still a bit dirty. I'm going to keep going. Anyway, I make new drafts of the documents and then diligently prepare for fictional meetings that I then play out in my head. I think I'll tell Heather that I like her hair and that I slept in late, even though I didn't. I haven't actually read any of the books that I just dumped on the coffee table. Sorry, the table wobbled. It's a bit shit. But okay, I give in. I'll research more. That episode at Married at First Sight can wait. The 1,000 chapters of One Piece aren't going anywhere. I already googled what's happened and it's not anything that I can't picture already in my head. A pace will cure me. I'm going to pace on the small L shape in between the bed and the, whatever you call the box at the end of the bed. Does it have a name? I don't know. It's got bedding in it. I know the route so well, I don't even need to look up from my phone to break my scroll. Walk to windows, hover below hanging washing from ceiling, walk to door. Walk to windows, hover below hanging washing from ceiling, walk to door. I let myself deep dive more, manically hyper-focus, because do I really know anything until I know all the things there are to know? The internet always has the promise of holding a million more delicious things to feed my obsession. I'm wired. I have the zoomies at night, foregoing sleep instead to find new discussion forums where other chronically online people share things from unhinged angles I'm horrified to realise that I haven't thought about yet. Backache and writer's cramp are back in full swing as I sit at my beloved shit IKEA coffee table. I could write for hours. I know true peace. If this was a film, there would be like waterfalls and serene images of flowers and shit overlaid. You know, that like cult spa graphics, that weird crossover. Pure bliss. And I need to make it beautiful. I love writing things by hand, so I handwrite the many documents I made. I buy a yellow notepad and a pen with a BFF heart on top, especially. And I practice my best cursive because if I put anything on the page, it needs to look more beautiful than the idea itself. And then I realised, what's more beautiful than a spreadsheet? I love doing that. I love talking directly to camera. I like to kick back with some axolotl tank building footage on my barely working TV like the one that's on screen right now. The PS5 always switches on. I can't figure out how to make it stop doing that. Axolotls are like the ugliest, cutest things ever. They're like, I don't even know how to describe them. These weird amphibian things with these like big tinsel-looking gills, and sometimes they do these massive cheesy grins. Anyway, I forget about writing by hand, and instead pull apart my ideas and put each tiny morsel into a tiny different cell. I format the spreadsheet perfectly, conditional formatting, wrapping that text, meticulously picking the pastel colours to highlight the headings with. I tell myself this is key to the creative process, and like an axolotl tank, the conditions are and need to be perfect. I wanted to get that classic Pinterest stock image shot of, like a hot woman surrounded in roses. Apart from it's me, and it's not roses, it's printouts of my storyboards. Gonna zoom out slowly for that real dramatic effect. I've made so many drafts of documents, then I made drafts of those drafts to add to the rest of the drafts so that I could finish the original drafts. Splice it into so many forms, and for the first time in a long time, I'm on top of everything. These documents are proof. I feel nothing. Laptop died. Nothing to do now apart from sulk and stare out the window and smoke a spliff surrounded by my plant graveyard. I'm cold. This stool is uncomfortable. My back still hurts. Never mind. It's all over. Even if it worked, my conditions are collapsing around me. I've run out of apple juice. God knows if there's any hash browns in the freezer. My favourite Discord mod's been booted off the server, and announcements just haven't been the same since. The record player keeps spinning even though it's finished, but I CBA changing the record. The needle's just jumping over and over again. I looked away for 1 second and the emails are piling up. And with each, "Hey, can we quickly catch up?" I no longer know what we're even quickly catching up about. Brain's empty. Lost all sense of time. My guess the game streak is ruined. I think Dr. Wolf really misses me. Fuck it, I'm leaving the Axolotl subreddit. As the planes drift across the sky, I watch from my window. I'm sat contemplating whether those spreadsheets even were beautiful, whether those Word documents ever did make sense, and whether I even realised what the thing I became engulfed by even was. Was I ever even capable of creating or enjoying these things? I've run a bubble bath in my mundane white bathroom that I have inevitably forgotten about, containing about half a bottle of Radox Muscle-Ache. The bubbles are almost overflowing. Have you ever been so obsessed with a thing that the thing encompasses your whole life, but to the point that the thing then becomes redundant because you can't even remember if you enjoyed the thing, or why you even care about the thing, or where the thing came from, or why you even wanted or needed the thing in the first place? And just like that, it's 3 a.m. I'm back in bed, curled up again. It's dark. Oh well. My phone screen will light up the room. I miss my Excel sheet. The pastel colours are fading from my memory. As I fall asleep, I wonder if I'll ever care for anything or anyone ever again. I feel nothing.